pretty big 20s that I bought as a lot of
Now it's 6:10. No council worker works this time of day. Well, not do. Well, no, I don't think anyone do. It's all closed up. So I'm going to venture out the back door. I'm going to look out the back door because the sun's bright. The sun's at the back. The sun is bright. Bright sunlight. I need my glasses, but I'm not going to bother with my glasses. Front gates are still wide open. I've just closed the kitchen window. Now they shouldn't be able to hear me if anyone's around. But anyway, I don't think anyone is around because it's gone 6 o'clock and they probably finished work somewhere around 4:30, 5-ish, I would guess. And they do start early, they start about 8. So let's have a look. Let's double check. No, okay, they're not there. The dodgy neighbours. Oh, they're nasty, evil. New bit of pathway. Ah, that's interesting. Oh, it's hot out there. Okay, that's interesting. They've closed the side gate, which is the one I was worried about them leaving open for privacy issues and people wandering into the back garden taking things. But they've left the front gates wide open and swinging, so closing the back side gate, which is their way of getting to the part of the pathway they've concreted. Closing that means that they are finished there, at least for today. And the front gate's been wide open. It's just pure laziness and being completely inconsiderate. Bastards, probably. Actually, you know what? They're not council workers, I don't think. They are a private company. Because a company came round saying they're going to paint these houses. And that was a private company from what I can gather. They weren't wearing council outfits anyway. And then another company came round saying they're going to replace the heating system in the house. Then a couple of weeks, that didn't happen. Some time later, some other company came round. Well, a company seemed like a one-man band. And he says he's going to replace the heating system. So the first lot came in and measured everything up. Never heard from them again. And he came in and measured everything up. And we'll see if we hear from him again. But he actually gave me a date, 5th of June, I think it was. Anyway, I've got to pause for a minute. Sure you don't be talking to the sound of my pee rattling down the toilet. You don't want to hear this shit, do you? Of course you don't. Well, I don't give a shit. Yeah, fuck all these humanoids. Fucking cancerous scum. Most of them destroying the earth. The ones in power and authority positions should know better. And as for the media, a load of puppets they are. Strings attached directly to the rich, super rich people running the earth. They're the selfish scum pigs. Well, I've got a letter through the door. Heating system inspection. Sorry we missed you. We called today at 9:45. It's 9:45 to undertake the works below. No, you didn't. If you did, you didn't knock. And this letter, slip, piece of paper, wasn't even pushed through the letterbox. It was inside the letterbox. So, is that today's date? Yes, it's today's date. So, this morning they stuck it in the letterbox. Just under the flap. Can't be seen from the outside or the inside. There's a flap on the outside and a flap on the inside to keep the weather out. It was between the two flaps. How am I supposed to see that? What kind of thick idiot stuck that through the door? I'll tell you who. Someone who didn't want to do the work. Because he probably had too much work on at the time anyway. So he thought, okay, we can skip this one. I'll just shove the slip in between the two letter boxes and hopefully they don't find it too quickly. Well, I can't do anything about it now. It's gone 6. They aren't open. What's it say on here? There's a telephone number. Nothing about times. But they won't be open because they do work for the council. It's a private company, but they do council hours. Come 5 o'clock, they seem to think it's time to go home. No working after 5 if you work for the council. Retire at 55 if you work for the council. Retire at 70 if you don't. Oh, of course, if you're a politician, you can retire whatever age you want. Also, if you make enough money, you can get enough money to live on the rest of your life, you can retire. Yes, it's only the hard-working slaves that keep the country running that have to retire at late ages and work themselves into the ground and pay all their taxes or end up in prison. Once you've got enough money, you can be above all that. Up there with the super rich. Waffling on. It's nice to have something to eat anyway without having the fear of somebody suddenly appearing at the door. I think this will be the last chat for today, maybe. I'm running out of stuff to talk about. Well, that's a lie, I've got tons of stuff to talk about. I just can't think right now. I'm too all over the place and I don't know where to start, where to go or what to do. So I'm going to stop.